Do you guys remember that Mark Cuban said that the grass isn't always greener when you change head coaches? Holy crap. They have just fired our man, Rick Carlisle, who I honestly thought was a good coach. Rick Carlisle, who led the Dallas Mavericks to a 2011 NBA championship, informed Mavericks owner Mark Cuban today that he won't be returning as coach next season. Carlisle told ESPN Carlisle had 2 years left on his 13, on his, not 13, on his 2 years left on his contract. He spent 13 years as the Mavericks coach. Rick Carlisle suddenly becomes a prominent candidate in head coaching marketplace that includes 6 current openings and maybe more to come, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Holy crap. So Rick Carlisle posted this statement, if you guys want to hear it. After a number of in-person conversations with Mark Cuban over the last week, I informed him that I will not be returning as the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. This is solely my decision. Then it's yada yada. So what does this mean? Who are they going to get to be the coach now? Holy crap, Rick Carlisle is gone from after 13 years. And it's definitely because of what Luka said. He's going to sign the max. And what the Dallas Mavericks is basically doing is like, hey, we're going to do whatever you want. We're going to make sure that you're happy. You're the most important person, nobody else, okay? And they're going to make sure Luka forever knows that. Okay, now that we look and think, do you think they go for like a Jason Kidd? Is Jason Kidd the coach they're going to go for? Or because they're going to go for a big name, a guy that they know who can come in and make a system, or do they go get D'Antoni? Are they going to go and try to be offensive wizards? What if they go back and try to get Steven Siles? Tell Steven Siles, hey, we'll take you from that situation you're in now and trade for you or something. There hasn't been a coach trade in maybe what seems like, I want to say, since Doc Rivers. Isn't Doc Rivers the last coach to be traded? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Doc Rivers is the last coach in like the recent modern era to be traded. So correct me if I'm wrong right there. But basically, Kristoff is going to get traded. This is what this means. Rick Carlisle's gone. This is Luka's team. Luka is Peyton Manning. Luka's Tom Brady. He's calling the shots at a young age. He's starting to have his LeBron-esque situation. So with this happening, who are the coaching candidates? Who are we looking at? Okay? And it seems like more and more is just going to be happening. Okay? Because personally, I think the best thing that they can do is they got to get. I'm a really big fan of Sergio Scariello, the assistant coach on the Toronto Raptors. He's on Nick Nurse's bench. So, and people are like, Luka's going to leave. No, this is Luka's offseason. He's taking control. He's starting to call the shots. And he's basically telling the Mavericks front office, you need to make stuff happen to basically keep me here. So even though Rick Carlisle has a championship, since that champion season, he's only had 6 playoff appearances, all first round exits, 151 season, and never finishing higher than 15th in the defensive rating since 2013. Okay? So, who are they going to bring in? I think Jason Kidd's a great candidate. There's a bunch of candidates that are fantastic on the market. I'm a big fan of Jerry Stackhouse. And Juwan Howard's not leaving. People stop saying Juwan Howard. That's not happening, okay? What we're going to see is, I think, another great coach that could maybe come into the situation. I like Kelvin Ollie. Obviously, he's not. That's just me being a guy who's like a fan. But basically, I think Jamal Mosley is going to become coach. Luka Doncic is a strong supporter of Mavs assistant coach. And this is a quote from Doncic said after Mosley's one-game fill-in for a win over the Knicks. He's got the things that are needed for a head coach. He can be the head coach for sure. So we might be getting right there a little rest assurance that this might be the new head coach, Jamal Mosley. So I want to hear right now, what do you guys think? Who's going to be the head coach, and who do you guys expect to replace Rick Carlisle? Will they go Jamal Mosley, or will they go for a guy to like an actual established coach with championship like experience? And if we have to think of someone, a guy like Mike Brown? He's been on the Warriors bench for a while, and it'd actually be quite interesting because he could probably be a lot more helpful than people would imagine. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think would be the best situation for the Mavericks in this scenario? This is freaking crazy. I don't think anyone was expecting the Dallas Mavericks to you know, fire their head coach or part ways. He basically just walked out on them. It's like what I'm taking from this is that Rick Carlisle left before the ship started sinking, and not that the ship's sinking, is that like he saw the door and they opened the door for him. So what do you do now with Rick Carlisle gone? Which I think is fine. Like Rick Carlisle, again, I kind of do believe that he was in the past. Like he's a good coach. He was top 10. Like he's definitely a top 10 head coach, but definitely not the same guy he was when they won the championship with Dirk Nowitzki. They haven't really progressed. Mike Brown would be interesting to give him a second shot. I'm not a fan of Terry Stotts. You know, I think Steve Clifford should be given a chance. So this is basically Mark Cuban basically telling, yo, Luka, the ball is in your court, okay? And this is what we're doing. Kristaps Porzingis is gone, though. I don't think they're paying him too much money for somebody that basically I think Luka thinks is a bum, you know? Kristaps is nothing. He's pretty trash compared to what he used to be and what he should be. Like, no one's sitting here like, ooh, he's our guy, you know? He's not. He's pretty fucking awful. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? And what do you think is the best thing for this team, like, to do? I think getting a guy, maybe Jamal Mosley might not be the best option, but maybe he is. Maybe that's what you need, a guy that in-house support. But I think a coach with championship experience is the best option. But that's just me. So let me hear your thoughts down below, guys. Peace out.